free TV. I've been playing hooky. Well, guess what? I came back and look what I found. I brought my homeboy Nick with me. He doesn't like to be called Lucky anymore, and it's hard for me not to call him Lucky because that was our time frame. And hey, we're gonna chop it up about some biker news. We're gonna chop it up about life updates. We're just gonna chop it up for y'all. So, what's up, Luck?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing.
You doing? That's a nice shirt. That's a
Deathcore. Everybody go check them out. They got their orders on lock now. They had a little problems when they were opening up shop. It's covered.
yeah. It happens when you do cool shit stuff, whatever.
We did not get our mics to work, so it's just on my phone. I hope it sounds good for everybody.
At Kern County Wi-Fi.
Unreal.
Who's player and who's big pimping? I'm reading comments. I don't know how to do this stuff.
It's all good, man. Enjoy yourself.
Always. How you been?
So, I've been good, man. I just, life gets hectic and you got to get the balance. I can't always feed the people what they want 24/7. I wish I could.
Nobody
But
can, dude. Nobody's ever
I've been riding the
satisfied.
wave, dude. Just when peaks and valleys. That's the thing you got to remember, right? Is
Yeah.
nothing lasts forever. When you're having a good time, it ain't gonna last forever. When you're having a bad time, it ain't gonna last forever. So I had a pretty I try to turn negatives into positives. So I had a good week. It just got a little hectic and we're back on track.
I love seeing your posts of you and your boy on the boat, dude. That's dope.
Yeah, dude, I spend a lot
Never
of
in a
time with
million
them.
years would I thought, 20 years ago when we were throwing cheeseburgers at fat chicks at this bus stop that you'd be on a boat with your son, dude. That's super cool.
Dude, my kid's doing good, man. He's a little powerhouse. He's 6 years old.
Well, look at
He's
his
like
daddy.
he's like 140 pounds or something crazy, and he's like 5 foot, almost 5 foot tall. I don't know the measurements, but he's a
Dude,
big
my
dog.
son's almost taller than me and he's 11 and he's like, I'm going to be taller than you, dad. I'm like, I know your mom's a fucking tower. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you'll be able to reach the stuff on the top shelf.
Pretty soon he's gonna be looking out how to sucker punch my dad. No.
I don't. Nah, dude. He's a daddy's boy for sure. He's out in Cali right now visiting his mom.
Oh
And
yeah.
he calls me every day, like crying. He's like, I miss you, daddy. I want to come home. I'm like, that's just because you're not used to your mama. Like, you just deal with her. I had to for a while. You have to also.
Dad's programs are probably way better.
Oh,
We know it
yeah.
is. Team
Like,
Dad.
I
My
don't
girl
I
does a
don't
great
spoil
job
the
of doing
kid,
that.
but there's rules and shit here. And he gets out there with his mama and she's just like, man, don't touch my glass table. And I'm like, dude, do whatever you want. Like, just clean up after yourself, kiddo.
100%.
All right, so what you want to talk about today?
Well, we got some a little scrap happened at like I believe it was a charity event for like kids.
Yeah,
And
that's
it was,
appropriate.
yeah, that's a real good place for a get down. Come on.
Come on, man.
And it didn't look like any of the top clubs to me. It looked like just some whatever run of the mill. I listened to another guy, shout out Black Dragon. He said he did a little video, posted the video. They were scrapping outside. A banger came out. Somebody got popped, of course, once the old guy was tired of getting beat on. He popped a youngster and just they're saying that it wasn't even a club thing, that it was about a motorcycle shop and the mechanic doing faulty work, and the guy whose bike he messed up seen him there and cracked it off and turned into a big old rumble, man. You've been
Stupid
in the
shit.
bike life. You
Yeah.
know how quickly a situation could become like that.
It's always at the wrong setting too. Like I've been at funerals for brothers and it was, then they want to bring up drama there and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, aren't we supposed to be doing like the right thing right now?
100%, 100%. And I used to always try to warn the guys, how 5 seconds could change your life.
Too
You're at
much ego.
you're way too much egos. So,
Hmm.
hey, thanks for the memberships, Big Rob. Super appreciated. So, big egos come along into this, and 5 seconds can change your life. You're buying a toy at a charity run, and all of a sudden you got a hole in your chest.
Dude,
And over what?
I've been at, breast cancer fundraisers and stuff that my club was running, and the mayor of the city was there. My son's sitting on his lap. I'm taking pictures, and the next thing you know, we got gang task force, and it's cracking off, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, isn't this supposed to be a good thing? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I was doing a charity thing with the motorcycle cult I had, and Gang Task Force pulled up and said, and I was holding my son, and they said, we got a pair that'll fit him too. We
yeah,
got a
dude,
pair of handcuffs that'll fit him too, Breeze.
Lake Forest, right, in Cali, like, uh, when I was in my club, we were doing a breast cancer run, and the mayor of Lake Forest at the time, he was in a wheelchair, and he pinned an honorary pin on my son, and he was sitting on his lap. I was taking pictures. Next thing you know, gang task force is there, and the mayor's on the phone with the sheriff, like, "Hey, what are you doing? Like, this is a breast cancer fundraiser." And the sheriff's like, "It's not about the fundraiser, it's about the organization throwing it." And we were like, "Fucking whatever, dude." It was stupid. Like, I don't miss that kind of stuff.
Not at all. Me neither, man. I enjoy time with my family now, and just covering stuff like this, just chopping it up.
Yep.
Um, People in here are asking me if my buddy Rick has legs or not. He does not have legs. We will not be doing programming together anymore. I guess uh uh how do you say,
I
difference
don't
in
have any
opinions.
backstory on that, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm not. I'm just talking to the fans right here, or the family, I should say, the homies, the rolling free crew. Um, I'm not going to be on Rick's show anymore, guys. And he's a lame. He decided to stop paying me. He decided to say things that could, get me in trouble and not him. And just
Sounds
it
about
ran
right.
it ran its course. So now I'll have homies pop on here. We'll talk about stuff. We actually have knowledge of this world. We ride motorcycles. We live the life. We're not just on YouTube talking about it.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. So what's up? You got a tattoo Instagram and like personal thing. It's called Valhalla Tattoos on Instagram. You got a big following.
And
Everybody should follow that.
it's getting there. Um, and I wasn't even trying to. I just started pouring my heart out because I was going through some bullshit, and then my following just went brrrr, and I was like, okay, well, and then the stuff I was posting about, I don't want to harp on too much. Like, it gets old talking about your sad shit all the time.
No,
So
you
I
have
try.
good points on there. You hit it from a reality standpoint of like not trying to be too cool, not trying to be too lovey-dovey, but you hit it like right in your feelings, bro. You're pretty good at that.
Hey, it's just fucking being honest. Like, I'm good at that. I've always been an honest person, but like, if I focus on the wrong shit or the sad shit all the time, that's where my life is gonna stay. So I tried to just shift my thing to you know, hustling and yeah, still, like, I don't forget the stuff that I've gone through, and I've had a lot of people reach out to me, a lot of men, "Hey, dude, I'm going through the same thing," and it's dudes, with no following that are like, "Hey, I was gonna, you know, last night, and I saw your post, and thank you for this and thank you for that." That makes me want to keep doing it, but I don't want to
I know.
focus on that kind of stuff. Like, I want to uplift people, but I still got to be real, and yeah, dude, I'm healing, but I ain't healed. But I can't focus on all that bad shit all the time. Like, you want to get out of it, you gotta hustle. You gotta focus on God and do the right thing.
Hey
And
man, your art, the way your video skills, the art you paint, draw, and tattoo, and get that all into one. It's fun to watch, dude. It's cool. I can relate to a lot of your videos, and it's funny. I thought I was following you, and I just refollowed you again today. And you're like, "Oh, you just started following?" I'm like, "I don't remember. I never unfollowed you."
That dude, it
Weird.
happens, bro. I've had people disappear for a
Nah,
while and
me
then
and
they
you have
pop back.
never
They're
really
like
had a beef. We've never beefed in like 10, 15, however many years it's been. Maybe
25,
more.
bro. We've known each other
Yeah.
for 25 years.
Never had a problem. Just two knuckleheads that get along just fine.
Here's a cheeseburger, you fat bitch. I remember that day like it was fucking
Boom!
yesterday.
Crying.
That shit was funny. But that's
All
not who
right.
we are no more.
No, hell no. Another thing, I'm going to get into like a charter, having some difficulties and differences in opinions, and a lot of dudes walking. I'll get into that in a second. I'm going to hop up and tie my shoes, as the crowd may know. Breeze
Yeah.
is bad at math. Bo, that's my homeboy from the archive, Mr. Nur. And he's like a mean older brother, but he lets me in the coolest place in the world. So
10 equals 25 years. Yeah, I mean sometimes we get the details fucked up, but you know,
I'll be
the
right
love's
back.
still there.
The love is always there. Here, I don't even have to go far to tie my shoes. Hold on.
I thought you wore slip-on still, homie.
Homie, it's the keyword.
I tie my chucks once and I never do it again.
It's this. Tie your
Yeah, well,
shoes. He
at
said I
least
tie my chucks once and never again. Hell yeah. So you can slip them on. Is that what you're saying?
oh yeah, dude. Well, they all have rips on the side, like because I tie them a little too tight, and then I slip them on, and they go, and then they're comfy. Must be
Woo-hoo.
nice. Must be nice, dude.
I'm not slipping my flat foot into nothing. I gotta untie shit, loosen it all the way down, buckle this fucking thing back in here. It's like a flipper off a sea lion. It's ridiculous.
A flipper off a sea lion. All right, that's a new one.
You've seen them? That's what my foot looks like.
I've seen
Anyways,
I've seen your feet. I've seen your ding dong. I've seen it all.
we've seen it all. 25 years. We haven't gotten to the buttholes yet. I'm not in a hurry.
No, but our timeline is correct because we knew each other from Pollywog way before either one of us knew dick about dick.
You're exactly right. I had to be like 14 years old, 15.
100%. We were little fucking groms. And what Garrett,
And
he
now
had to
you look
be
like
4 years old, dude. And that kid still had a fatter wad than either one of us.
Paulie and Larry mixed with a bunch of tattoos.
Dude, I just did this.
Was your dad homies with Paulie
Yeah, they
and
were they
them?
were fucking best friends, but like I was just telling somebody before we jumped on this call, this cool chick out here, like I was like, hey, I'm gonna get on this YouTube interview with my brother. I'm like, he ain't my brother, but he's my brother, you know. I was like, we met through my uncle Paul, who wasn't my uncle.
Yeah.
But
We were just instantly all family.
when my dad used to beat the shit out of me for being a little punk rocker, fucking, rebel, Paulie was always the one that was like, he'd pull me aside after I got my ass whooped and be like, dude, your dad's this way, but
Me
this,
too.
yeah, dude, Paulie would watch me because he was scared of my pops. Like, my dad was a fucking mean motherfucker. And, I got beat up for holding the flashlight wrong and that kind of shit and wearing Dickies and fucking Black Flag t-shirts. And,
Hey, his sister's kids in here right now saying I was gonna say Paulie and Larry for sure. Rest in peace, Paulie. Michael, dude. Michael Reasons. That's fucking tight. You've met him a few times. 25 years ago. Damn.
dude, I remember talking to Polly when he was in the shoe, and
We were hooking him up, huh? He was getting a little something from everybody.
he was getting socials and everything for me, and he had an
He was
iPhone. I'm like,
getting
how'd you get an
down.
iPhone in the shoe, bro? Like,
Scamming. Let's just say scamming.
yeah, dude. And I remember like when he was first, picked up. I was a youngster, probably 15, 16. And it wasn't long after the Mayweather and fucking Holyfield fight, and because that was the night that it happened, and we both lost money that night. But I hit Polly up, dude. And I was a fucking teenager, and I was like, "Hey, so the only thing that's standing between you and freedom is his testimony." I was like, "Let me handle that for you, Polly." And he's like, "Nah, bro, I don't want nah." But dude, he did his bid, and I helped him out as much as I could, and
Dude, we were hanging out with him right before that happened. We were in that house like days
yeah,
before that happened. Maybe that
it,
day.
yeah, it was that day because it was all over. It was all over stupid shit. But
Dude, that's a crazy story, bro.
I was way too young to
Hey,
be offering up fucking, and
hey, check this out, everybody. Our homeboy's a straight maniac. One of the best people in the world, but also a straight maniac.
are you talking about
He,
Polly?
yeah, he had his best friend, one of his best friends, uh, let's just call him Transformer. And
Talk shit.
Transformer had a big tattoo right here that said NA, and it was supposed to say ZI. You guys can spell. He had this big NA for 10 years because him and Paulie did the tattoo and then split up. They're separate ways in life, and he just said, I saved it for you. So he was finishing that tattoo. He finished that tattoo 10 years later. Somewhere during the night, they're old friends like us. We would never do this because I would never be disrespectful to my bros. But the other
Bullshit.
guy,
Bullshit. Bullshit.
the other dude,
You tattoo like a drunk 3-year-old, bro. I fucking
and you
heard it
still
before.
got him. Hey, so Paulie and Transformer get into it, dude. Transformer
In the
disrespect Big
kitchen.
Mama, disrespected Lisa, dude, are all of our mom. You're going down if you say anything about Mama Lisa, you're toast.
Dude, I
But
remember the
anyways,
exact words. It was, yo,
yeah,
you think you're tough, Polly, because you got all them fucking badass Nazi tattoos. I'll fucking kill you. And then it was,
I'll send you to the upper room.
he almost
Hey,
had him, dude. And I was like, I'll finish the job so you can get out. And he was like, no, Nico.
so then, so then homeboy just books his friend in the kitchen. This is the time of flip phones. His homeboy gets in he's down on the floor leaking. He gets out his flip phone. Homeboy grabs that. Hey, you know we don't call the police. Snap. Throws it. And he's just getting this dude's ass, man. And it's just, man, that's just a crazy story we got into right there. Paulie,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
He's
Lisa,
that dude.
Lisa was the fucking, Lisa's always been the shit. And if you fuck with Lisa, Polly's gonna fucking squack your ass.
100%.
I remember watching that 70s show on DVD with Lisa in her living room while he was after that. And I had never seen it. And she was like, this is a great show. And it took me 20 years to watch it. Now every time I watch that show though, I think of Lisa and Polly.
100%.
Hey dude, you want to hear a cool ass story?
Yes, sir.
Remember my pops's fucking 58 Edsel wagon? I got a message sent to me by somebody out in Cali that wants to get a painting commission for her husband who does custom paint jobs and shit. And she sent me the picture of this car. And I was like, forgive me if I sound stupid, but is that a fucking Edsel? I've only seen one other one in my life. But it's all chopped and fucking slammed. I was like, that thing's dope. So I gave her a good price, and I'm about to, start that painting this week. But it reminded me of my pops and fucking Polly. Dude, I remember pulling up to Polly's trailer, and he used to call me Nico. Like, no one has ever called me Nico. That's a weird fucking name. But he had that thermometer on his pecker, and we would pull up in my dad's fucking Edsel, and he would come barreling out of his fucking trailer with his pecker in his hand. Come here, Nico. Let me check your temperature. Like, that was Paulie to me. Like, he taught me
100%.
all that. Like, okay, like this is just normal. So, you know,
Craziness.
if I wouldn't have had, like, because my dad did his convict shit, but like he didn't tell me much. Like, he told me a lot of fabrications, and then like I rode through all Polly's fucking incarcerations, and like
And he was a badass tattoo artist, metal
he gave me
worker.
my first tattoo machine.
Mechanic gave me some
I
of my best first tattoos.
I still have that machine and power supply. It's about this fucking big.
Rest
It
in
looks
peace to
like
Paulie,
it
man.
looks
I
like a
miss him.
generator. You know, gotta like fucking but yeah, dude, like
Kickstart.
Paulie is the reason I got into tattooing, and like my dad hated it, but Paulie was always encouraging of my punk rock shit, and you know, he's like, dude, me and Lisa, like, we like to party and you know smoke cigarettes and do coke, whatever. But like, you know, you don't. He's like, it's not about how you look; it's about what's inside. And like, Paulie really fucking taught me what it was to be a rebel and a punk rocker,
He taught
and
me just to stand up for myself, dude, and like
oh
strike
yeah, me
first,
too.
all
And then I
that.
ended up gouging my fucking dad's eyes out one day, or one of them. But
Somebody said plot twist. Breeze has no good tattoos.
that's my fault.
Dang.
Hey, I still have your tattoo on my back. Remember that big ass Pal Peralta thing?
You've been covering it.
I turned it
I
into
got
an
it in
Oscar.
there so good. You were like,
Oh no,
on
you
some of those.
didn't
I
get
was
it in there so
dragging
good.
it.
You got it through my chest. It's like it's I got bleed through in my fucking chest from my back.
I dragged that sucker. I don't know. I was thinking it was funny, but it looked tight, dude. That thing was a whole back piece.
It's still cool. It's still there. Like the fuck ups are all there. We had good times, bro. Like way good times.
100%. And yeah, now it's what would Jesus do crew. So watch out, everybody. We came from a bad, messed up background, and now we're trying to make things right. So
Hey, we're
hell
still
yeah.
fucking we're still dirt bags, but that's what Jesus wants, you know, all his dirt bags.
If you read it in the holy book, that most of them were dirt bags. They did
I
dirt bag
did like
stuff.
when I
One of
saw
them was
you
a
get
drunk. One was a murder something. One of them will lie to you. They're
dude,
all trippy.
I won't even fucking lie. When I saw your friend request, I was like, dude, do I want this fucking dude back in my life? Then I saw you getting baptized, and I was like, all right, my brother. All right.
My shoes keep coming untied.
I know, and they're on fire
Oh,
too, apparently.
holy shit.
I wish I could light my shoes on fire.
Oh, 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 oh.
Hey, but that video I posted today, you know, going through the woods about prayer and shit, like that's hard for me to post. Not it is and it isn't. Like, cause you know,
It's hard for me to post. I don't want to lose. I don't want to take off my hard freaking plate of steel, but you know what? It's not. It's not being
hey dude,
soft
you're
or
not
anything like
taking it
that.
off, you're putting a harder one on, you know?
100%.
Like, and that's one thing I gotta deal with on a daily basis. I got people calling me a switcher or a fucking wishy-washy person. Nah, like I love my heritage and what I was brought up around, but
I
you
still
know,
might mess up and have to ask for forgiveness, dog, because I'm
you have
working
to
on my
ask for
short
forgiveness every
fuse.
day as a Christian. Like as a fucking
100%. Anyways, let's get into this. I got some news from up north. It's been going around, it's generating. People are calling other channels about it. I'm going to put it out there first.
let's hear it, because
We
I ain't heard shit.
Yeah, you don't know shit. You're just going along with this. We get a little opinion. You're cool on here. Everybody loves you. You know how to talk to a camera, brother.
I'm talking to you. I'm not even reading all this stuff because if I do,
You
I'll
love
start.
the comments.
Do you have a devil tattoo? Yes, I have many.
I
I have
have
a
one
pic.
right above my church one.
I have a tattoo of some chick sitting on the devil's face, getting her box
Chill.
eaten. But you know, and that's something I struggle with. Like, but I'm not gonna cover my whole body in black ink just because I have a past. God knows my heart.
Come as you are. All right.
Yes,
So,
sir.
what's going on up north is Mongols. There has been, hey, they've been taking over. But besides that,
It's
they're
happening here
each
too.
they're each their own crew. Same thing with where you came from, same thing with where I came from. You know, you don't try to worry too much about what other charters are doing. So This just is about the one charter I'm talking about. It's Reading. You know, we always have news about Reading when I was on that other channel. So Mongols,
Thank
I believe
you. Sick.
a hand
I'm
and shout out to them. Shout out to them. I got my courtesy card. Hey, what happened was a bunch of them walked. All right. So there's a power struggle going on, obviously, between two dudes. They start going at it with each other. One's arm reaches longer than the other's up the ladder. Okay, and then homeboy starts having problems up the ladder, and I think when he started getting accused of certain things that I can't accuse him of, when he started getting accused of certain things, it became a problem. So when it came down to it, him and a handful of dudes all got up and walked. What makes me think is it can't be 100% that dude's fault is because when he left, a bunch of people wouldn't have left with him if there was the truth.
Can I clarify? Like, you're talking about black
Get
and white,
in
right?
here.
You're talking about black and white, right? So somebody got accused of something, and some of his people left with him. That's very telling. Like, because if your closest people will fucking walk with you, especially from something like that, like when you get accused by something or of something by an organization, but your closest people fucking that know you walk with you, that tells a lot.
100%. So the people walked with him, and it was more, he has a crew that walked with him, and then there was a few other stragglers as well. And they jumped ship immediately. They jumped ship within a week.
There was probably more that wanted to, but they were just scared.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Everybody's got their own opinion. I wanted to get it out there. That's what happened. So those guys left. The charter was down. I don't want to say how many numbers it was down because that might be putting out a little too much information, but it was down bad. So homeboys are en route, are now probably already there to pick up the slack until they patch out more guys to get it going again.
Yeah. Woo.
Strange time to be in the club.
Dude, it's a strange time to be anything right now.
Alive.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a it's an interesting time right now.
yeah, look, people already jumping guessing here. Looks like the fellas are gonna have some new people. Hey, you never know. And if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. They're all up there. They're a pretty tight knit community. They'll be talking to each other, and I'm interested to see where this crew that left Black and White is gonna go next.
Mm. I don't know. I think they all need to stop beefing and just unite against the common enemy.
Yeah, 100%. Or just, there was a time where you get down when you get down, but you're not. I mean, it took a bad turn to me in the 80s when they started whacking each other on the freeways and stuff. You took it too far. When you're at a swap meet and you get hit with a kickstand, cool, that's fun. But when you're
Yeah,
taking it
dude.
past that, dude, they used to be able to, they were all in the same areas, and getting along for the most
There
part.
used to be rules and honor.
100%.
I'd be on. Is there a way I can mute this so I can pee?
Ha! Dude, yes. There's something up here. Or go put it in another room,
There we
you
go.
creep. He's not peeing. He's cleaning his toilet. And he's trying to make eye contact with us at the same time, which is the weirdest part. But hey, this is what you get on my channel. Rollin' P TV. Hey, shout out to Deathcore. Shout out to Prestigious_Labs. Shout out to a new up and coming brand that's going to be called Troublesome. We'll be having some of that on here. Hey, man, shout out to everybody. shout out to my homie out in the woods that puts out those big plants and he just hooks his boy up. I thank you for that. And yeah, this dude is just looking around his bathroom for a long time. So we let you guys know a little bit about what happened at the Cadillac Ranch. Is another stupid biker fight we had to talk about. More drama within people turning on each other, and we talked about that. And now we'll just unmute yourself, and now
I
we'll
did.
just there you go. And now we'll
I,
just
I
hey, we'll chop it
unmuted it
up.
as soon as it stopped coming out. All right,
Hey,
relax.
what's that? Do you still got that piece of art you're working on in the garage since you're up running around? What are you working on?
Which one? I got the black sheep one I'm working on. I got the reaper with the flag that I'm working on. I got all kinds of stuff I got in the works right now. It's been picking up pretty well. Just pushing it more and yeah, having fun with it instead of doing all the sad sappy shit. And I'm doing the lowrider and the fucking old school shit again.
I just tied my shoes on the damn screen. You're doing hot rod stuff?
Yeah, bro. Like I was flipping through like a book. I have old like prison letters from my pops and from Polly that like Polly would fucking, draw some cool shit on the outside. He's what inspired me to, hustle when I got locked up is but now, dude, out here, there's no paper mail. There's no nothing. You get an iPad and you just sit there and fucking do nothing. Um, and you get
Ridiculous.
like little rubber pencils and shit.
I've been
And
there.
I was about to go to jail today, and that's what my post was about earlier. Um, was being blessed with another day, and so I told my bro when we got back, and I didn't have to go see my PO. I was like, since I'm not going to jail today, I'm gonna go home and be productive. And then your ass hit me up and was like, hey, you want to do another interview? And I was like, well, fuck it, like why not?
It's productive, homie. We're on here chopping it up. It's fun. We're not hurting nobody. Nobody's
Nah,
hurting
dude,
us.
it's
Hey,
that. It's always good to chit chat with you.
100%, dog. 100%.
Like I had fun with the last one. We did what, one or two?
We did
I
two,
ain't
but the
one.
one of them was just gnarly and went straight to members only. You're crazy.
I'm not that fucking crazy, bro. I mean,
It's
I
all
am, but
cool.
like
You're completely your whole face and head's tattooed. You're bonkers. Just like
that's
me. People that tattoo their faces really don't care what other people think. I promise you that.
that's. I
Or
mean,
else we wouldn't have done it.
to an extent.
I wouldn't have done it if I cared. But what I do care about is how much people say, "Oh my god, your face is tattooed. Why'd you do that?" Da
What
da
I
da da
care
da
about
da 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 da
is
da.
I care about the impression that I leave on people that I meet in person, and then they're like, "Oh, you're not a piece of shit." Like, nah, really not. But like, I just, you know, I'm me. Just because I look
Hey,
this way, like, doesn't mean I'm probably the nicest person you'll ever meet in person. I,
ha!
I'll, I'll hold
I
doors open
mean,
for anybody.
narcissist? No, I'm just. No, you're actually a good dude. That's why we're homies, bro.
Like
You're actually
going
a good person.
getting locked up here, I'm blasted in Swazis and shit, and out here it's all black. And I go in, I mean, fuck, I got kill your local drug dealer tattooed on my head, and I go into a fucking unit full of blood drug dealers, and their immediate reaction is to like thump me up and roll me out, and I'm like, go ahead, like you can try. It's gonna suck for you, but and I half the damn staff is my clientele. And then now half the damn inmates are my clientele. I got the shot caller from the Bloods hitting me up from fucking Raleigh prison, because he came up to me one time. I fucked a couple up because they wanted to roll me out. And they came in my cell during day room. And I'm standing there in my white chonies, doing my little burpees and shit. And you're not allowed to like have your door open and like be visible to the guard station. like you have to be in full jail issue. And like they came up, they're like, "You really don't give a fuck, do you?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like, I'm from California. Like, we just this is what we do." And they're like, "Well, we don't like you in here. You're gonna have to roll it out, or you're gonna have to like, pay us." And dude, the jail here is fucking gnarly. Like all the white boys are getting butt fucked by other dudes. Like it's weird.
Easy, easy.
But anyways, I won't say that again. But
Nobody
that's not
likes
my
nobody likes
I
getting
don't
a
politic I don't politic anymore. I'm just like, I'm gonna do my little piddly time and go home. And these dudes tried to roll me out. So I was like, click, you're locked in here with me. I pulled a whole Rorschach on him from Watchmen. I was like, yeah, you can't go nowhere. And just bing bing. And then the cops roll in and they're like, what's up, Nick? Like, is everything okay? I'm like, don't call me by my government name. You don't fucking know me. Um, and I was down there in the day room afterwards, and this big old tall dreaded black dude
don't
came up
call
and he's
me
like, hey,
lucky either.
he's all, well, nobody knows me by Lucky here. This dude comes up, he's like, hey, are you one of them Aryans? I'm like, well, I am Aryan, but like not what you like, probably not what you're asking. I'm a white boy, but I just want to be left the fuck alone and do my thing and go home. And now that motherfucker hits me up like once a week from prison. Like, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? I'm like, dude, can you not get me back in there with you?
Dang. We don't want that.
But like all the nurses and shit, and all the nurses out here are cute. I was doing my last little term, walking around the day room, and this fucking chick was like, "Come here," and I thought she was talking to my celly because he's this old black geriatric fucking. He needs meds like every 30 seconds, and I was like, "I think she's calling you," and she was like, "No, you," and she called me over, and I was like, "God damn, it, what'd I do?" And she's like, "Do you remember me?" Nope. She's like, "You did me and my husband's tattoos in California." I'm like, "That's fucking weird." She's like, "Do you still
Wow.
tattoo?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You want to do some work when you get out?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah." And I'm walking around the day room after, and all these fucking dudes are like, "Why she talk to you? Why she nice to you?" I'm like, "Well, because I don't fucking talk about her boobs when I'm walking around the day room and whistle at her." And I tattooed her and her husband, ex-husband. I did tattoo her when I got out.
Somebody was trying to put a bad word in the text all along.
Oh, it happens. I'm not even gonna read.
Jeez, just for you too.
Whatever. I don't even want to read.
They tried to do a hard R all the way down the comments.
Dude,
Unreal.
it is what it is.
No, I covered up all that political stuff. I don't like that. But
I
that's your
treat
life to
people
live.
with I treat people with respect. I mean, I keep my tattoos, and they are
I
what they
treat
are.
people
And
how they treat me, and I don't want to project hate anymore. When I had them, I did. You knew me back when I covered some up then too.
I remember Pollywog. We were at the Fabulous Fords hot rod show at Knott's Berry Farm. I was with my pops, and Polly, he had that like,
Yeah,
and Polly was the most respectful person ever. And that's who I learned from. People talk shit to you, like handle your shit. If people treat you with respect, treat them with respect.
100%. Yeah, and usually, like the people that are supposed to trip on that sign don't really trip on it. But my mom made me trip out on it one time when she's like, "Dude, do you know that your grandpa was like in a war and he like sent a
I
lot of
went through
those
the
dudes to the
same
upper
shit,
room?"
same
And my
stuff,
mom was
dude.
like, "Guess what? If Grandpa saw that, he would cut it off of you." And then I felt all ashamed. It wasn't even really about when I first got him in the first place. It wasn't because I know all that stuff. It was because I wanted people to go, "Oh, what the
Both in PC with bad paperwork. Oh, okay.
haters? Don't the trolls? This guy in his mom's
Speaking of
basement."
PC, dude, PC's weird out here because like you can PC up like when you go in and they'll just give you your own cell. But like you can be like, I don't want to be PC anymore. Like the only reason people fucking get on PC out here is so they can jerk off in their cell alone. It like
Yikes!
there's no like, but then they'll put like the sex offenders and shit in general pop, and all the like they're gays and all the blacks and shit. They're all just in general pop. Like the PCs just want their own self. That's the only reason there's PC out here.
Dude, I mean, people can talk all the shit in the world. I hated them too. There's 50-50 yards. There's PC. There's this and that. That's everyone's own jacket to wear. I've been put where like famous people get put. You don't get to choose where you're put. So
Out here, you can't.
hey,
I fucking chose myself last. I was leaning over the counter, and I was
you're
like,
like right over
I
there. Let me get room number
there.
6.
Yeah, dude. Like the watch commander when because I had to turn myself in last time, and he came out to where like your turning thing is, and the lady was like, "Hey, are you here to take this guy back?" And he was like, "That ain't my fucking job." And then he like peeked his head around the corner. He's like, "Oh, this guy, I like this guy. I'll take him back." And so he took me through like the little scanner and shit. And he's like, "What are you doing here, Jeffers?" And I was like, "I'm just taking care of some bullshit, squashing some shit." And he's like, "All right." And he's like, "How long you in here for?" I'm like, "Fucking couple days." And then he turned me over to like the booking officers,
Yes.
and they were like, they were super nice to me after that. Like once you like, if you get a good word from, superiors, they're gonna treat you better. Like, and Sullivan, the dude who does the booking, was like, "Jeffers, when is probation gonna leave you alone?" I'm like, "Probably fucking never." Um, and then the chick that was booking me, and she's like, "Where do you want to be?" And I was like, "Oh, I was like, is M Block still like, all day room?" She's like, "No, they're all shut down now." And I was like, "Well, fuck." She's like, "What about Boy Block?" And I was like, "Boy Block don't even sound good." Um, but she's like, "And it's overcrowded, so there's 3 to a cell, 3 to a 2-man cell. So like you're gonna be on a fucking cot on the floor." And I was like, "All right." I'm like, "Where's Tony Jones at?" Tony Jones is this old black dude who looks like Snoop Dogg that did a lot of crack. Um, but I was like, "Is he still in there?" Because he was in there from 2 years before when I was in, and he was just a nice dude. And I was like, "I could bunk with that dude." She's like, "Well, he's already got a celly. It's a white dude, and like both bunks are taken." And I was like, "Put me in there." I walked in. I was fucking. He was sleeping, and I walked in the cell, and he rolled over, and I was like, "What's up, Bunky?" He was like, "What are you doing here again? Like, what?" I was
Because
like,
hey,
"Dude,
we
call
find
my."
ourselves in some crazy situations.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, out here, it's not even about race because there is no fucking there. I'm like one of the only fucking white boys there. All the rest of them are tweakers. So I'm gonna find somewhere where I fucking I like the people. But it like, dude, they just mix everybody in with everybody.
None of my nobody Outlaw Archive can say whatever the hell he wants in here. That's Mr. Nur. Nobody mess with him.
Sparky
Yep.
916. Whatever, dude. Fuck that. I don't care.
Oh, you're reading some trolls? People like me way better without the guy with no legs, and probably vice versa.
I was in prison with you, bro. It's yeah.
Which one are you talking to?
I'm not talking to nobody, dude. I'm talking to you.
No, I was asking them who they're talking to. Which one of them do they think? Which one of us do they think they were locked up with?
Lieutenant Dan's legs 88. I got Lieutenant Dan legs too.
Oh, that's definitely a troll account on Rig.
Yeah, dude. I don't pay attention to that shit. They just try to get you violated.
No one is violating us, brother. Don't even think about it, trolls. Mine's already all blown out, anyways. You don't want none of that.
I've seen it. It's true.
You haven't seen it.
Not your butthole, but I've seen your pecker, and it ain't
The
worth
tater
it.
tot,
What do you have tattooed on your ding dong?
a jackhammer, but it looks like a
Polly,
bicycle pump.
a syringe.
Who did?
Polly.
He had a
A
uh
thermometer. Thermometer.
thermometer.
I was gonna get the syringe. I was gonna do the hot shot of penicillin.
You're out of your mind. Nobody should
Yeah.
ever tattoo their dongs.
No, I never have, dude. I've left it alone.
If I could redo it all over, it'd be a dragon with the balls as the
I know
chest
you, dude. You
and the
said that
dragon
20
neck.
fucking years ago. 20 years ago, you're like, I want a dragon on my dick. I'm like, okay.
I don't even know why. Dude, is that Larry? Larry's on here. Check your temperature. That's what Paulie used to say.
Yeah, Nico, I'm gonna check your like, and my dad would let him just walk out with his pecker in his hand and fucking chase me around the damn dirt lot with his dick in his hand. Like, I'm gonna check your temperature. I was like 12.
I don't know how me and this homie can ever give you guys videos without cutting it so close to being in trouble and it goes
I'm
members
trying
only.
not to. You know how
We're
hard it is to
trying.
say.
I am too. You get me all excited and I want to cuss. And then you're drinking and smoking.
You're doing things.
I'm tying my shoes over here. No. Hey, we used to just meet up in Orange County and we'd have chicks with us and we would just tattoo everything, tattoo the shit out
Fuck
of
it.
each other before. And then when we were bored, we would tattoo each other. He was like teaching me how. On him, he's like, there you go. Put it on there. I think I
Dude,
did your chest piece,
should I show
bro.
him the back piece?
No, the chest piece is way better.
You didn't do my chest. Well, I redid
I
my
think I
chest
did the
myself.
outline and you shaded it.
I redid the whole outline and
All
everything
of
with the
it. But
14
I
round.
put it in there. I think I did
Oh,
the skull
you
on
put
your
it in
arm.
there. You went over my fucking nipple. That shit hurt. And then I went over my nipple just to follow the lines.
That tattoo is sick.
It is pretty sick, dude. But I'm
No,
about
we
to get
didn't
invited
have just
for
one
the
chick. We
weekend.
had multiple back then. We were just passing around HIV. You guys don't even know what Orange County is. Go to hell.
My man.
People are hating on here. They don't even
Man,
have no
they
idea.
always
It's all
do.
right.
Hey, but bro,
Peanut butter and jealous. Look at me
we
and look at you.
we would have some fun.
We always do, man. We're gonna link up again soon too. When are you coming back
Hey,
to California? I know you're thinking about it, but life is probably really good for you out there.
it's not good here. I just have, I got things to take care of, my PO, and I got a newborn out
Pig
here that I got to
farm,
deal with.
the pig
But
farmer.
dude, while I'm out here, dude, I had fucking pigs yesterday.
I saw.
I'm still missing a pig and some piglets, but it'll be a while before I can move back. But you're welcome to come out here. We can fucking take the boat out. I got the Cape Fear. I'm right by Cape Fear River.
Tattoo our faces.
I wanna redo a lot of shit.
Dude, I've been thinking about a trip soon too. Or you come out
I
here,
will.
man, whatever works.
I'll always take care of my baby brother. Thank you. I'm
Hell
reading
yeah.
comments and responding.
Go for it.
Yeah, dude, my daughter's the reason I'm still out here. That's really I'd abscond. I'd fucking just go on the run again, but I got a little girl that I gotta take care of.
I just put this on mute and cover my mouth. I need my boy to give me some water.
Hey, but nobody speaks Spanish out here but me. That's a plus.
That's
Yes, they do.
true. I don't speak it, but I can understand enough from growing up in SoCal, dude.
Dude, I just sold an
And I can
unregistered fucking
communicate.
Toyota Corolla to some paisanos from Raleigh for $3,000 with no title. I was like, but I could speak Spanish, so they were like, "Yeah, we'll take it." I'm like, "All right." And it wasn't even my
Adios.
car.
No.
I sold it for her brother. I was like, "Yeah, I'll get rid of your car for you." organization. Hey, dude, my PO asked me that because I told you I got a new PO, and she did a surprise visit the other day, and I was sober as a gopher, bright eyed and bushy tailed, just cleaned my house, and she pulled up. My old PO used to pull up and just roll her window down, and I would come out and say hi. Uh, but this chick, she's a little more like I fucking hate you. So like when she pulled up,
Oh
both
no.
both doors swung open. They got out all fucking
You're
flak
going to
jackets and shit.
jail.
And I was like, fuck. And but I walked down and I met her and she was like, "This is your house?" I was like, yeah. She's like, "You live here by yourself?" I was like, "Well, I have my son and you know, some extra rooms now." um, she's like, "It's really nice." I'm like, "Thank you." We were bullshitting for a minute. She was like, What club were you in California? Like, were you in like what support club were you in?" I was like, "I ain't no fucking cheerleader. I was one of them, you know." And I told her,
Top
and she's like,
four. He was in one of the top fours, fully patched out and officer.
she was like, I've never heard of them. I'm like, and that's why you're a shitty PO. Like, you never watched Gangland?
They're not from the West Coast, dog. They're hillbillies out where you're at. Nobody knows that their ass from a log, man. Hey,
Well, it's
man,
funny.
you
It's
like
like
to eat
because
damn crawfish, man?
like my old club wasn't out here. That's why I could never move out here when I was in the club because my buddy that got stationed out here, he was like, "Move out here," and I was like, "I can't. I'm in the club. Like, and there's no charters out there, and I don't know enough people to start my own." So when I left the club and came out here, the first fucking night, bro, I was at a bar and I ran into some fucking green machine. And I was like, what the fuck? And then the motherfucker happened to live in my neighborhood and showed up at my house the next day. And I came out with a gun, like, don't come to my fucking house, dude. What are you out of your mind? But that charter from that, club is no longer around because they started doing stupid shit and trying to put a 1% patch on their, I'm like, you're not 1%ers. They followed me to my house one night and I came ripping through the fucking neighborhood with a buddy of mine. We were both I was on one of my bikes, he was on the other, and we got to the end of the street and I look back and there's like a fucking trail of headlights coming down the road and a bunch of dudes like we have ditches out here like where the water goes in on either side of the
100%. I
road.
flew a lowrider into one of those before and freaking
Oh,
spiraled
I
out.
crashed two.
Larry was in the car and he had a pyramid of crawfish and he didn't spill them while we did like 7 360s drunk through a ditch in Louisiana.
I crashed two cars into the ditch in front of the neighborhood one night going to the strip club with a cop. We crashed one into the ditch and we went back and got his excursion to go pull it out, got that stuck. And then I was like, oh, fuck it. We're just going to leave these two here. Let's go get my truck and go to the strip club. We came back and there was two fucking stickers on each car from the highway patrol. Like, you need to call us. Yeah. And anyways, these fucking green machine dudes followed us to the house. And I told my buddy, I was like, go inside and get your gun. And my wife was in the house and he goes inside, gets his pistol. And by the time he's coming out, like they're all jumping off their bikes and they're like, which one of you is a 22? And my buddy was like, what the fuck's a 22? And they're like, never mind. We know who it is. And yeah, I got into an
Right,
argument
kick
with
my
the
fucking camera. The fuck's a 22?
yeah. He was like a gun, and they were like, "Never mind, we know who we're talking to."
Somebody
And
was
they're
keep saying that you pulled a car out of a ditch with a cop? Or you went to the strip
no,
club with a cop?
he wasn't a cop at the time. He was just a fucking veteran. Um, we were going to the strip club. We crashed his G8 into the fucking ditch. We were doing like 107 out of the neighborhood, and then we went back and got his excursion to pull it out. We got that stuck too. And I had a fucking a red and white buddy out here. He was visiting, and we were trying to show him a good time. We definitely did. He fell in love with a cocktail waitress that night. When we got back to the neighborhood, and like you got to pull past the ditch to get in the neighborhood, and there was just stickers all over the car. And it was like, you need to fucking contact us in the morning. That was way before he was a cop. And he's not a cop anymore. He quit because he knows the fucking
Yeah, shut up,
law
Todd.
enforcement.
Quit trying to mess up this interview, man. Todd's shout out to Uncle Todd.
I got an Uncle Todd.
I think we all have an Uncle Todd.
Dude, I used to, when I was going to fucking jail in Purdue and shit a lot, the booking guy or the COs would be like, "Hey, do you have an uncle named Todd?" I'm like, "Nope." Like, I have wanted nothing to do with that fucking dude. I was like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about."
You might be talking about that Todd that's in here right now.
Well, he would have my last name.
I don't think so. I
That's what
don't
I'm
think it's
saying.
that one.
I don't even know if my Uncle Todd's alive anymore. I think he might be fucking
Me
deceased.
neither. The way he's
I
been
don't even
acting
talk.
towards me, and I haven't seen
Dude,
him in so long, and he used to come visit me all the time.
I
He
talked to
just started
my.
calling me a piece of shit. Can't trust me with a pot of dirt. Talk shit on
I
my
talked
fucking
to.
comments.
I've talked to Polly more recently than I talked to my own father. I don't talk to my pops no more.
I don't
I
talk to
told
my
him if I
pops no
saw him
more.
again, I was like, dude, I'll put a fucking gun in your mouth and get rid of you. Fuck off.
Whoa, hey, and then he'll send you to the upper room. We don't like our dads around here either. We might be related. We look like a fat one, skinny one, twins.
But nah, I try to be a better dad than my dad was.
Me too, and it's not very fucking hard. But they both probably
It
tried
actually
the best
fucking
they knew
is. And
how.
you know being a pops is hard. It's the most fucking rewarding and heartbreaking experience you'll ever go through.
Yikes.
Because we want our kids to be better than us, but like yeah, dude, I'm so
Mine
lenient with
already
my son.
is.
Oh yeah, my son is such a sweetheart, and people are like, "How does someone like you raise a kid like that?" I'm like, "Cause I had a dad like I had, and I don't want my son to go through that shit."
Definitely not. Same here, man. I definitely try to
No,
lead by
I'm
example.
definitely proud. Every time I see you and your son on the boat, dude, I'm so fucking happy for you.
We have fun, man, and we do all kinds of stuff. He just started football a few days ago. He's loving it. He's built for it, dude. He is like put it both hands out and push two people at once, dude. No problem.
Dude,
He's doing his job.
my son's almost as tall as me, which ain't that much of a fucking feat, but
Ha,
he's not very I mean, he's a tough little bastard, but he's like, I want to play sports. And I'm like, what do you want to play? Like soccer or baseball or some shit? I'm trying to give him some like no contact shit. He's like, I want to play football. I'm like, dude, you don't like getting fucking picked on. Like, football's tough.
go
Like,
for it, dude. Don't
hey,
tell him
well,
that. Tell him get your ass out there and get your
no.
ass kicked and get up and do it again.
While he's out in Cali, I hit up one of my boys who's a football coach out there, like a youth football coach. I'm like, get my kid on a football team, dude. Beat him up.
Hey, my kid likes it, but he goes, dude, this guy's like yelling sometimes at me. I'm like, that's just the coach's job, bro. He's trying to hype you up, or if he's yelling at someone, Elwood's all
You
tripped
don't
out.
yell at
Like,
your
what?
kid?
Hell yeah, I do. He ain't gonna take it off of nobody
I,
else. I try
I
not
have to
to.
yell at I yell at my kid sometimes, and he's like, "Why are you so mean to me?" I'm like, "I yell at you so I don't fucking hit you, like,
You
cause
don't
that's
have,
what
you
I want
can't
to
steer
do."
a car with the horn, homeboy. I know that much.
Yeah, but yeah, being a dad's a tough gig, but it's very cool. Hey, dude, I had my
Pays
first
off.
grandson. I had a fucking grandson a couple weeks ago. I didn't, but my daughter did, and
Someone said
I
it
got a
looks
good
like we got beat with a sock full of shit. That's because your
holy
mom
Matt.
shit in a sock for us, dude, and then we were swinging it around, and now we're covered in shit. Thanks,
Oh,
Kevin.
I like the holy meth one.
Oh my gosh. It couldn't be further from the truth. I'm just probably like perma fried.
I did meth twice on accident.
Me too, 1,000 times.
And it was in fucking Buena Park with some fucking
Yikes.
essays that I traded a tattoo for an AK. And I was like, "Can you give me some toot?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they gave me that, and I was like, "Oh, that fucking is not what I wanted." Like, yeah, I don't do
You're gonna
meth.
be up now.
I don't do shit. Yeah, dude. And then the
Good
second
day.
time I was in the club and I went from like South Orange County to Long Beach, and one of my brothers was like, "I don't have any of that, but I can get you some of this." I stood in a doorway for like 3 hours, fucking just blah blah blah. And I was like, "I gotta go home." He's like, "I don't think you should," and I was like, "I probably
Stood in a
shouldn't."
doorway for 3 hours just zinging.
It was terrible, bro.
Dude, yeah, if you don't do it, I used to tell people this ain't your party. You don't want to do this. Yes, we do. Let us try. And then they do the same thing. Ow! What was that?
I can't even do the other shit. I don't. It's not fun. Like
I'll be
it's not good
fucking
for me.
you guys would know if you wouldn't want, or I would just be nonverbal and
Choose
think about
Justin
doing it this
Bieber
time.
as a girlfriend or beer zero. I got a Justin Bieber t-shirt upstairs. I'm
Dude,
reading
I'm
comments
trying to
now.
get I'm trying to get George Christie to come on here. I've been writing him every other day, having
I
little
don't even know who the fuck
conversations.
that is.
He's a legend, bro. He's super cool. I want to have him on here, ask him some questions. I got another one with Pee Wee coming up. Um,
Hmm.
what else do I got? That's it. I'm trying to get
Which
George
Pee
Christie,
Wee?
the OG from Vegas, dude, old Hell's Angel.
Dude, I just got a message today about HA that got not killed. He died in SA of San Jose. A friend out
Oh
here
yeah.
knew him.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace
and
to
I
Frank, man. Hey, that's some
is
that's
that
some
his
very
name?
sad news. Yeah, dog.
Yeah, like
That was
that's
a
how
big
small this
homie.
world is, bro.
He
I hit
died
up
in his
homegirl
sleep.
today. We ain't talked in a while, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" She's like, "I just got some sad news. You know, a good friend of mine."
I'll send
Hey,
you a
I
couple
thought
of pictures of him. You can show your homie. He'll trip.
s- send me a picture of him so I could paint it for my homegirl.
Dude, yeah, I have a few pictures that people sent me after I got the news, man. Rest in peace to Frank from San Jose. If anybody's hearing that for the first time, I'm sorry. And
You know me,
man,
dude. I don't stay in tune with all the shit that's going
only
on. But like,
only Hell's Angel that ever put money on my books, $100, and I didn't even know it was there till the last time I went to jail in San Jose, and then I was like looking through the time thing on the tablet.
that's
I was
dope,
like,
dude.
damn.
That's cool. Yeah, small fucking world, bro. Like I just hit this homegirl up because like I see her stories all the time. And you know, we had our little thing for a second, and I ain't talked to her in a while. So I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she was like, "I'm super sad. I just got news that an HA friend of mine passed yesterday. His
Yeah, dude,
mom
he
hit
was
me up."
actually had just recently been out of the club. He had a daughter, he had a wife, he had a family, dude. That was, and he was to go from being like someone like us, even on a more top tier level, and he went in his sleep.
That well, I told her, I asked her, I was like, "Did he? Was it club related or did he? You know, was it natural?"
My
And she
wife
like,
asked if it was an OD immediately, and then I said, "What the hell?" And she goes, "Well, sorry, that's usually what all your friends die from."
I don't ask that question no more. I just to me like if someone says HA and I was like, okay, was it club related or was it natural? And she said that she found out it was in his sleep, and I was like, that's a better way to go, you know? Like I don't know what to say to that shit anymore. Like but yeah, right before we jumped on this, I was talking to her and she was like, "What are you doing for the rest of the night?" I was like, "Well, fuck, I'm about to jump on a fucking YouTube interview."
Hey,
Um
I'll tell you a funny story about Frank,
Hey,
man.
but
One time I was
send me that picture for sure.
I will. We'll get off here in a minute too, because I usually keep them about an hour. Hey,
Yeah, that's
we.
cool.
I thought we were gonna. I thought I was gonna miss my plane. I was there for court. Frank shows up at the clubhouse. He's like, "Hey, you want to go take a cruise?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And he's in the truck. He's driving this truck 120 miles per hour, slammed Silverado, all badassed out, all beefed out, just looking at his phone, ripping through the town. We go to the courthouse, dude. And you know, you gotta take everything off before you go in there. And he's just funny, man. We get to the thing where you walk through and they go, "Hey, do you have a belt on?" And he goes, why would my homeboy be wearing a fucking belt? Because we had just taken him off. He was flirting with all the cops, like, damn girl, like sweet talking them when they were walking by, the hot ones. And he was just fun to be around, dude. But he was a
That's
gangster
cool,
too. He
man.
also told me, like, at nighttime, he was like, "Hey, don't be standing out in the light where these fools can just drive by and pop your ass. Stand in the shadows around here, homeboy."
You got
I
a
thought that
dollar.
was cool. Thanks for thanks for the dollar, Ray.
I mean, fuck, a dollar's a dollar, homie.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's cool, dude. I'm actually I'm not glad that you knew Frank, but kind of, like because I just found out about it before we jumped on. That's pretty cool. If you could give me a picture of him that I could paint for this chick
I
and give it to
got
her,
you. I got multiple pictures.
that'd be dope,
You
dude.
want to shout out your tattoo and your Instagram and stuff like that, bro?
Dude, well, my shit's Valhalla dot tattoos, but I'm here to talk to you, not promote my shit.
I need you to promote it though, because the people that like my stuff will like your art, the videos you make, the tattoos, man. It's all goes together. You ride motorcycles. Come on, man.
I know, bro. Dude, my shit's just growing organically, and I like that. But yeah,
It
my
is.
Instagram's Valhalla dot tattoos. Check me out if you would like. I'd appreciate it. That'd be dope. Reach out to me if you want to get a commission piece or whatever.
Hey, you guys are
When you
saying
gonna
all
come
this
out?
white stuff. Homeboy looked like Jesus a week ago. He had long comb back hair, a beard. It's hot in the summertime. We got to cut our hair off. And then you just grow it out again. I messed up. I
Dude,
cut my beard
I
off like a
just
psycho.
I just bicked it right before this fucking, call. And I was letting it grow out a little bit, like so you could kind of like not see everything. Cause dude, I when my PO surprise visited me, I told her I was like, I'm trying to be compliant. I'm trying to do everything that I'm supposed to do. She was like, "Oh my god, your hair," and I was like, "Yeah," or lack thereof. And she's like, "What does that say?" I'm like, kill your local drug dealer." I'm like, "So if you could not send me to fucking jail right now, where I would be in there with a bunch of fucking blood drug dealers, I mean, that would be pretty cool. But if
Outlaw
not, fuck it.
Archive just followed you, bro. That's huge.
Thank you guys.
You know who that is?
Nope.
You follow him?
I think I followed them for a while.
Yeah,
Because
dog. He's one of the
I like my
baddest
history,
bikers.
dude.
Yep.
I like my history. Dude, I like the culture. Dude. If you look in my
So what do you
bookshelf,
think
I
about?
got Hell's
Give me a short thing about that. What do you think about a collection like that?
Outlaw Collective.
Outlaw Archive.
Oh, I'm my bad. I think it's dope, like, cause they give everybody's story, and it's not like a favoritism thing. I think it's cool that people learn, about the old school ways and all the stories. Like, you can't be in the life and just fucking know one story because you'll never understand it.
And they don't really,
You'll
necessarily treat the history right because they burn it or get rid of it or whatever they do. But he's not disrespecting it. He's making a museum and teaching history. And
exactly.
I
That's
and
why I
it's an
follow it,
honor to
dude.
go in there every time.
It's yeah, dude. I love when I see the posts, and it's I like the old school '70s shit, like when Hell's Angels
Homeboy
fucking
has the
kissed each
first
other in front of the
Vagos
cops just
patch.
to make people feel uncomfortable.
He has the first set of Vagos patches, bro, where it's like so old it looks like cardboard and the O fell off and stuff. Like he has stuff like that. I'll send you a
Dude,
picture.
those were my favorite people. Like when I first joined the club or was coming around, um, all the cats that like my P and my elders would tell me like, "Oh, stay away from them. Like they're fucking, they're no bullshit." Those are the dudes that I fucking gravitated towards, and I had the best, like Crazy Johnny and fucking all these old school cats that like had been stabbed by their own fucking members and put out and then come back and come back. Like I like that.
Jeez. That's how
And
Vagos roll, dude.
like I became friends with all the dudes that like really went through it. Like
Me
they didn't
too.
even need to pull up on a bike. They pulled up in their fucking Stingray Corvettes and shit. And you know, like they were the ones with the most knowledge and the most insight and lived a life. And some of those people are still the ones that I talk to.
Dude, I try to hit Bo up at least once a day just to let him know I'm thinking about him.
Yeah,
That shit is so cool to me. Hey, right here, this is a Hell's Angel gave me this ex Hell's Angel. This is signed by Sonny right here.
dude,
This
I
is
wish
that signature will
I.
never happen again.
That's insane. I don't know if we've talked about this before, but do you know who John Lloyd is?
Was he a
He
member? Bo,
was
no.
he was a HA guy. He's the one who did my kill your local drug dealer on my head. He was an HA. He
Uncle
got put
Todd
out
knows
bad.
him.
Um, dude, I have artwork from him that like I bought before he passed, and
Sick.
like it's all in my tattoo studio. It's not here. But it's got like Swazis and it's all biker shit. And it's like this. And he only like when I worked at the tattoo shop with him, I would try to, pick some art up from him. And he was like, nah, I don't want to sell it. I don't want to sell it. Cause this fucker had a fucking a wad in his pocket all the time.
Where are you
But
taking
then
us? You got to
I'm
piss
in my
again?
closet. No, I'm looking for a shirt, dude. Fuck off. But
Ah,
he got sick. He got MRSA real bad. And then I saw a post and he was selling all of his art. And I went up to the shop he was working at the time, and I was like, "How much for everything you got framed?" And he was like, $300. So I bought it all, dude. And to me, that shit is fucking priceless. And I have so many stories from this dude, from Gigi Allen trying to suck his ding dong to him, accidentally, you know,
ah.
choking hookers out in a motel and throwing them in the dumpster. Like the dude was a fucking legend. And I'm so proud to have that kind of shit from him. Like I have stories with him and Chief and T Rod and shit down in Newport, like all kinds of cool shit. Like it's
Nice.
it's it's cool to
I
have
love
that history
history,
hanging in my.
biker history.
Yeah, like so I'll never get rid of that shit. That'll always be hanging in my fucking studio. And not
Yeah.
many people will understand that. Not many people know those names. John Lloyd was a fucking legend. Like good or bad, he was a fucking legend. And I remember
Hell
when I
yeah.
joined Green, because he still had his back patch from Red and White when he passed, and they wanted it.
D-Rod's a G too.
um, yeah, T Rod gave me my first bike. Well, he built my first bike for me.
Oh yeah. That's surprising. A lot of my homeboys have that story, dude. He's given my homeboys some bikes. He's built bikes for the homies. He is I wish he would
Well, he
work on
didn't.
mine if I could afford it. Shit.
He
Nah, I
he
got a good
built my first
mechanic.
bike for me when I was around the club because I
Shout out
I
to my
rode
mechanic.
for 10 years before I was even around any kind of clubs. Um and T Rod, he's a serious motherfucker. Like he don't mess around and I owed him money. Um I was scared of T Rod. Like
Lucky.
but like when I got my bad wreck when I was still a prospect, that dude rode up from Mexico straight to my hotel room and visited me when I wrecked the bike that I owed him money for and was there once a week, like checking in on me. Like he's a solid motherfucker. Like
That's badass. I think
real sly factor.
about the archive, man, when I look at it, I appreciate everything there. There's never a point where I didn't like it. Even when I was in participating in club
I,
stuff, when I
I
seen
I
that
did
stuff,
hate the OT Rod money. I'm not trying to interrupt you, but yeah, I did hate. I would check in with that dude multiple times a day, like, and not only did I owe him money,
100%,
then
I
like
would
my
never borrow money from T Rod. You're crazy.
no, dude,
And he
he
had
was
to
he
press
was
you for it
cool.
or what? You were late?
No, I still owed him money when I fucking crashed my shit and my bones were sticking out of my legs. And that motherfucker rode up from Mexico, left a run in Mexicali, came up with, some other brothers that are passed now, rest in peace. But he was just a genuine good guy, but a scary motherfucker. Like, but T Rod, like, I will always have love for that dude.
100%. Yeah,
I
I was
have
just
some
gonna
good
say
pictures of that bike too,
about
in the back of T Rod's truck.
you had a sick bike, dude.
That was probably one of my favorite, and it was a 1200 fucking sporty that he built for me, raked it out. It was dope, dude. And I owed him like $600, and then my bank took fucking 800 and put me negative when I on the day that I owed T Rod some money, and I hit him up and I was like, T Rod, please don't hurt me. And I ended
Ah,
up in his fucking I ended up in his living room with some other members, and I was a hang around at the time, like, and we had a little soiree. He was the nicest fucking psycho I've ever met.
100%. Classy. He's a gentleman gangster.
hmm And I think he's still one of those former brothers that I could hit up now, and like he would
You still want that last $20, bro?
no, I paid him off. I paid him off in the hospital. Fucking, that's how fucking scared of him I was. I was like, I'm gonna get you your money, bro. And
Yeah,
dude, he
dude.
put his
He's
hand
all
on me.
cut. Your legs are all broken. He's like, hey, you got that money? Here's a pillow there.
Nah, dude, I had memory. He put his hands on me like in the hospital, and he was a good person. Like, he was a very good brother.
Oh, yeah.
I'll always have love for that dude. He's one of the people that's never tried to cause me problems since I left. Like,
Dude, you know
but that's
what?
because I
I've
didn't
never
owe
heard
him
a
no
bad
more
thing
money.
about him.
Nah, dude. Even John Lloyd, like, who was, on the other, I think because T Rod and him were both red and white at the time, and they got in a fight with Chief at the fucking bar in Newport. Um,
Soldiers,
I,
bro.
dude, I heard about all of them before I met any of them. Like, they were fucking,
Hey, man.
they were, they
They're
were
the
what
perfect
outlaws were
example of
supposed to be.
saved, not soft. Those dudes are gnarliest Christians you ever met in your life.
And they were my best fucking people. Like, all the bad motherfuckers that my you know higher ups told me to stay away from, they became my best friends because I ain't saying I'm the same as them, but we were the same. Like, they were the people that I wanted to learn from, and I still appreciate them to this day.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we'll wrap this one up, dude. We'll have you on more often. These are fun to do. Um, Shout out to Outlaw Archive, man. I was just gonna say he lets me and my friends in there sometimes. Well,
I
three
appreciate
times
you
in a
guys too.
row now.
Thank you.
Hey, that we've gone in there. We get to see all that old stuff. It's a trip. It's like a history lesson every time. I love my outlaw history, no matter what club it is. It's just something that's very interesting, like cowboys and Indians. And
Hey, tomorrow when
man,
I'm at my studio, I'm gonna take a little video and some pictures of John's original art, dude. It's fucking beautiful. It's To me, it's priceless.
dope. I got some videos I'm going to be putting out of some. I have some prospect boxing tournament from back in the day where Mister 187 was the ref, and just some cool old videos. I don't know how I'm going to go about putting that on. If it's going to be members only, or if I can share it here because they're boxing. We'll see. But everybody hit that like button for us. Hit that notification bell. Throw in a damn donation if you feel like it, because we could always use one. And yeah, man, this is the homeboy. You guys have seen him on here before. You've asked for him to come back. You got it. And hopefully we'll be seeing him more often, man. He's pretty good on here. So Hell yeah. What do you got to say for yourself, Luck Dog?
Nothing, man. I appreciate all of you, and thank you, Outlaw Archive, for the follow. I'm gonna go show you some love on Instagram. But let's do this again soon, dude.
Hell yeah. Catch you on the flip side.
All right, bro.